Hello everyone. We are back with some This is the Police, is what we'll be doing today. Wasn't the scheduled programming, but it is the programming for today. Hello, Goffy. Biannual report on more deaths than births in Freeburg. Red Cat rescues girl from rapist. Debbie's Cafe charged with health and safety violations. Freeburg is... a lot is happening. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain that the killer is Mrs. Clemens, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading the book? No, come to work. I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror while I was getting ready for work. My dad always said that's 7 years of bad luck, but I know that's a silly superstition. It'll probably be only last 7 hours, but it might be a good idea for me to take the day off. What do you think? No, come to work. Chief, my son came down with a serious illness. I think I can, I better take off work. Sorry, can I go home? Yeah. Spoilers, I was going to read that book. Well, tough shit. I listened to Beethoven because my therapist says it should calm me down, so hopefully it should be alright. Now, we shouldn't have any problems with the gang war. So the Vargas can do exactly the same thing that the Sands used to do. Interesting. Alright, let's ask... what do I have in terms of people? I think I'm even on both sides. Yeah, I am. What shift are we on at the moment? Who's at the top? Okay, we're on shift B. We've got 4 detectives on either side, so we don't need that necessarily. We could ask for that, we could ask for that, we could ask for a raise. We'll ask for a SWAT upgrade. That's quite useful. I don't think there's anything particularly we need to worry about that I had from last time. Anything on the affairs? No. No. What about the investigations? Yes, we've got 2 crimes. Got a homicide. We've got a possible homicide. One of them was the homicide in relation to the plot. Someone died who was involved in the gang warfare stuff. Right, okay. Michael Hall, guard. I saw a black sedan pull up to the building and 2 men, one of the raincoat got out. They passed me without saying anything. Irene Bronk, secretary. I heard the elevator. I turned and saw 2 scary men. I didn't see any weapons, but they made it clear they'd kill me if I got in their way. So, at some point, the secretary heard the elevator. Okay. It could have been a robbery. Elvis had a safe in his office. Don't know what he kept inside it. There's a safe. Yes, I saw a couple of idiots, but I don't remember what time it was. That was. I actually learned about the incident only later. So the cleaner was not there. The cleaner was not around. Elvis had his share of problems, but we preferred not to talk about them. But I knew there were some people trying to take away from his take away his business, and he was offering them a bribe. Okay, they turn up to the building. They drive to the building. They turn up. Secretary sees them. They walk in. Why doesn't he have a red jacket or not? Interesting. Elevator. Okay. This goes a bit further up. They get the elevator. What is this image? Is that because the guy said 2 idiots? Interesting. Hello, Rogue. And 2 men, 1 in a raincoat got out. They passed me without saying anything. 1 in a raincoat. Maybe I don't have all the images? Ah, it'll be that one then. What's there? It's the red thing, a raincoat. Interesting. Wait, what's the difference between these 2 images? There is no difference between these 2 images. What? Am I blind? No. Okay. Call the elevator. Get out of the elevator. Yeah, these are definitely 2 different people here. They didn't go up the stairs. Why is he... Maybe I don't have all the images for it. Okay, let's just move that one into there instead. Go up there. Secretary is there. Maybe the other way around there. Well, for sure they take something out of the elevator. Out of the safe, even. I think we need more images. I don't really think we have the full picture. A fight in Desire Park. Retiree Mary Versh called in a report of a fight between a little girl's father and a dog lover whose Rottweiler had frightened the child. While the men were busy settling matters, the dog was spotted running towards the amusement park. What? Okay, so missing dog and fight. Okay. Let's send in these 2. They'll do. They'll be alright. They can handle that. We're getting a pretty good, varied team at the moment, which is even better. Oh, did I get a new snitch? Hold on, that was deputy, that would be under. No, I don't have a snitch right now. Foul, you can be my snitch. Unlawful assembly, City Hall. It seems City Hall is the unhappy target of a spontaneous demonstration. Some 20 people have gathered in protest against the increased garbage tax. The protesters are behaving peacefully but are demanding to speak with city officials. I've got the paddy wagon here, so that I assume that means it could get worse. Okay, so 3. We'll send the best police officer with some of the not so good ones, and we'll send the paddy wagon. They might call for backup. We should have some people back by then, so we can probably afford it. And City Hall isn't that far away, so it shouldn't take them too long. But yeah, hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone's having a good day. We've got a robbery in the city centre. Tiffany Lee, whilst visiting the local mall, encountered a hooded man who grabbed her expensive bag and bolted. She immediately called the police. Isn't the mall safe anymore? That man must still be in the building. Please hurry. Kind of the hooded man who grabbed her expensive bag and bolted. Okay, well, theft. There you go. Good cop with some mediocre cops. We dealt with the protest. Happy days.
Looks like we have a situation.
The robbery. The offender attempted to escape the mall, but guards blocked the door. He turned and fled back inside, looking for another way out. Order the man to halt. The offender ran into the skating rink, then slipped and fell on the ice. As he struggled to regain his footing, he pulled a knife from his pocket. Okay, well, the threat of force is equally as good as just using the force. Trying to seize the knife isn't very good. Getting pepper spray is going to be too close and probably cause them to get stabbed. Yeah, just take aim at him. Yeah, threaten to shoot the guy. He'll probably stop. Counterfeiting. A woman put up a tent in the park and is inviting everybody to come buy a new, highly profitable currency which will rise 10 times in value over the coming week. A long line has already formed and people are starting to push and curse each other. What kind of currency could be that important? Also, I don't think you can just make new currencies. She's selling crypto. Arrest her! Okay, we'll send them some backup. Apparently, the crypto selling is quite bad. She's got a stall as well. I don't think you can sell crypto at a stall. I think you might have some logistical issues with that. Fantastic. Oh, we found money. No, we will bring it to the police station. We are a good cop. We do our job. We don't complain about it. We just get on with it. We will use this to train up some not-so-good experienced people. Theft at the bus stop. Frank Conroy's wallet was stolen at the bus stop. He quickly noticed the loss and he's hunting for the pickpocket with his friends. The group is blaming everyone in sight and the situation is quickly escalating. This matter may soon come to blows. Well, that's not good. Disorderly conduct. A man came to the hospital with a very large dog. The dog was on a leash and wearing its muzzle, but it was growling and jumping on the other patients. The duty nurse warned the man that it was against hospital policy to bring animals into the building, and the man just snarled at her and refused to listen. Alright, well, we can only send one cop, so we'll send Yancy. He's pretty good. We will wait for people to get back before we deal with this mass riot. We dealt with the theft to the bus stop. Happy days. We dealt with the man with his dog at the hospital. Mass riot then. The Corn Monument. Approximately 100 people have gathered in the park to protest the construction of a new casino near the cemetery. Soon after, a group of pickup trucks pulled up and several strong men climbed out. Without saying a word, they began to fight with the demonstrators. Okay, let's send good cop, bad cop, and we'll mix up some in between. They're probably going to ask for backup. That should probably do for now. We'll send SWAT and we'll send the paddy van. There's an assault at the Live Good mini market parking lot. A young DJ, upon exiting a store, ran into a strange-looking man wearing a black and red robe. First, the man knocked his energy drink from the DJ's hand, then told him of the merits of drinking human blood. His demeanor became threatening, and he demanded money for protection from the forces of darkness. A fight between the two men erupted, during which the DJ suffered several bites. The attacker then began to accost other passers-by, including a frightening group of teenagers, and then sunk his teeth into the shoulder of an elderly woman. This man is clearly insane. There's no such thing as vampires. That is some what we do in the shadows that situation to happen. Nah, he's just from Hull. Man, this feels like a VTM character who just can't catch a break. That's true. He's breaking the masquerade. He can't do that. The fight is in full swing, and some of the combatants are carrying weapons. This is the mass riot. Enter the fight in an attempt to detain the hooligans. Surround the park and order everyone to calm down. Shoot into the air in an effort to pacify the crowd. Surround the park and order everyone to calm down. I don't think it quite works like movies where you just shoot into the air and suddenly everyone stops. Ah, we do have more frames. But I want SWAT back before I do anything. So hopefully we can get them back before the end of the day. And we can make the arrest. Then I can get these detectives on a different case. Day finishes at 2. Okay, that's probably enough people. Let's see if we can solve this case then. Right, let's take everything back out. You out, you out, you out, you out, you out, you out. Okay, they turn up to the building. It has to be a man in a raincoat. These images, I still don't know what the difference is. Hello, B. How's the police doing? The police are doing all right. Although they are under my management, so who can say? Man wearing raincoat turns up. They get to the elevator. They walk in the building. Briefcase. Do they mention some kind of briefcase at all? Yeah, this guy has a coat. Does he take his coat off? One of the raincoat got out. They passed me without saying anything. I heard the elevator and turned and saw two scary men, but didn't mention any kind of coat. I didn't see any weapons, but they made it clear they'd kill me if I got in their way. Could have been a robbery. Elvis had a safe in his office. Don't know what he kept inside it. Yes, I saw a couple of idiots, but I don't remember what time that was. I actually learned about the incident only later. Elvis had his share of problems, but he preferred not to talk about them, but I knew there were some people trying to take away from his business. He was offering them a bribe. Oh, that's a gun. That's not a briefcase. Then that's probably this one. He takes off his coat. He walks in. None of these... This guy doesn't look like he has a coat. That's my only issue here. Maybe it's a programming issue. I don't know. It's also not a green car. It's a black car. So we know it's not that one. They get in the elevator. Secretary's on the phone. Does not have a gun. This one has a gun. This one doesn't. Then they open the safe. They open the safe. Swap these two around? No. I still don't know what the difference is meant to be with these. Okay. That is surely the order of events. That makes sense. What am I missing here? Why is this man like this? Is that guns? The man's definitely dead by the end of it. Unless the secretary's lying. Hold on, there's actually some... The Secretary of Prominent Businessman Elvis Clavo reports the unknown person's broken into a boss's office and threw him out a window. Oh, that's why he's dead. He got thrown out of a window. Not hair colour? Isn't it a good idea to have blue with with you while working on police stuff? Blue is indisposed at this moment, I believe. I have a... Why would he then go in and take his coat off? No, okay. It's a different order. Maybe this is them walking in the building then. Transpenetration is my murder method? It is a effective method of murder, I suppose. It's probably going to do the job. Yeah, there's the broken the window bits down there as well. Is it through a trans window? What? No, transfenestration is the act of throwing people out of a window. What? I've missed something here. Why is the window trans? Yeah, it's just throwing someone through a closed window. I didn't know it had trans in it. What? I'm so confused now. Oh no, yeah. Fenestration would be throwing through a. I don't know what I think fenestration probably is through an open window. I think the trans is... I suppose the trans is the window, when you put it like that. I don't know. It's not like I studied English. What's wrong with this image? Why? They turn up. They get out of their fucking car. They enter the building. He takes off his coat. No, other way round. They call the lift. Then he walks forward. He says hello. They go, secretary, we're going to go kill that guy. Then they go into the building. They throw the guy out the window and he dies. Defenestration is throwing someone out of a window. Transfenestration is throwing someone through a window, smashing it in the process. Back in my day, windows stayed as they were made. All these trans windows. What are they doing? Maybe this is them leaving. I threw him out of the window. We don't have any time space. And then they were trying to offer them a bribe. Kept inside. Could they kill me if they got in the way? Have you ever seen people who make greenhouses out of old windows, for example? I think I have, actually. That's true. That could be a trans window. And it's had a transformation. What is wrong? This is the one thing... The second game is so much better with this when it comes to the cases. And I can't change the last or the first one. These are always the case. Apparently that is that message was held for race, ethnicity, or religion purposes. There you go. I'll allow that message. That's redneck. Yeah. That is a bit of a redneck behaviour. I mean, that it can be. I think there's also like the idea that you do that because you can't get glass. But hey, Rogue, if you're here, can you allow redneck into the allowed permitted terms? Thank you. Or Cetron, could you allow that as a permitted term, redneck? If not, I will do it later. Rednecks had the first trans windows then. You've heard it here first. Alright, I'm cheating. I don't care anymore. I'm cheating. These cases drive me nuts. And it's also, you don't know whether you don't have all the information, and that makes sense to me. So, I don't know. That was... This is homicide. It's not that homicide, though. It's not that homicide, though. It's not that homicide. Okay. That doesn't help either. That's a different homicide. There's so many homicides in this game. It's almost like we're playing the police. Streamer sir, I realise I do not know how to do my job and cannot locate how to add allowed terms from other things. I don't know. I don't know. I know Rogue has done it before, so... If I keep spamming the bad word, will it help? If you put it into the chat, maybe it'll come up. There is nothing in the filter. No, I meant, like, can we make sure that it is okay? Like, it's a permitted term. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's done. Then... Apparently, in different languages get different things. Can we not have that as a permitted term, please? You can allow it into the chat, but we're not having it as a permitted term. I love how that makes less sense now, B, because it said after you said the thing, so now people are just going to be confused. Okay. Then there's this. Ah, there we go. So, they turn up to the building in car. Then they get out of the... Okay, I got that bit right. Then they get the elevator. Yes. Then the secretary answers the phone. Then they rob the safe. Then they leave. What? What do you mean? That is correct, though. What is the differences in the images here? You can't... If it has at least one word in it. Is it the different one? Yeah, it's the other one. Okay, I don't know the difference between the two. Timothy Foster, unemployed, but according to unconfirmed reports, he's a cleaner for the mafia. Oh, is that the cleaner? Or is that just a completely unconnected cleaner? Timothy's previously worked as about... Oh, hold on. The detective for this case isn't even here, so... We're not gonna send them on. Feels like I'm playing This Is the Police, but on Twitch. This is what I don't pay you for. Cutscene.
According to Mrs. Markham, I was supposed to spend all day thinking up the right words. But to my surprise, I did my best work when I shut my head off. I didn't even want to think why Laura decided we'd meet at 3 o'clock in the morning, and in a restaurant we'd never gone to. I didn't know what to tell her, and something tells me she's no more ready for this meeting than I am. By nightfall, I finally stopped worrying. The right words would come when they were needed. And if they don't come at all, then so be it. I've heard said, when you're knocked out by a single blow, you don't have time to feel any pain. Well, that's a lie. It's painful as hell. Every day I spent in that coma, the pain was unbearable.
And this is the interesting thing about this game. Because it does completely weird things in it. Wild Corruptionist. Game A, Game B, Game C by Rogers Co. Ltd. Made in Freeburg. Well, we better start the save. Hello and welcome everyone. This is Wild Corruptionist. This is not This Is the Police. And this is the game we're going to be playing today. It's a little bit different, so we're just going to give it a go. And see what happens. Damn. We lost. And now we skip to day 55.
Yeah, I heard about that already. But what if they decide to spill it to the papers? We need to start thinking now about covering our asses. I know people who can deal with this, but they'll need at least a week. Plus, if we want to...
Lieutenant Stat, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have Jack Boyd on the line.
Who?
Jack Boyd, sir. He's calling from the hospital.
Gibson, I'll call you back. Don't do anything without my team. Jack, well, wow. I didn't know you were awake. Doctor said you could be in that coma for months, even years. How are you feeling?
Tell me who's in control, Martin.
I don't think I follow you.
For God's sake, Martin, tell me it's you running the department and not some stooge from the mayor's office.
Yes, Jack. I am performing the duties of the police chief, but the new man's coming on Saturday, Kevin Paulson.
Kevin Paulson?
Yes, it's the guy from the...
I know who Kevin Paulson is. Now listen carefully, Martin. I'm coming back to work. I'm Freeburg's police chief, and it's gonna stay that way for another 4 months. Now you get on the phone and do whatever needs to be done. You run into any problems, threaten them with the media, court, or blackmail. But I don't think they'll give you any trouble. The mayor knows it's easier to just wait until the winter than deal with a scandal. Oh, and assemble a press conference.
Listen, Jack, I know the truth is on your side, but you have to take into account...
Martin, how long since you transferred to my department?
Coming up on 5 years now.
How many times in the last 5 years have you come to my birthday party? How many times have you come to the farm when I had the boys over?
Never had the pleasure, but...
Never. Because you couldn't care less. And I don't care for you either, Stet. It wasn't me who appointed you deputy, and you wouldn't have been my first choice. But if you do ever come over to my house, you won't miss the big hole in my backyard. Garbage pit. You know, for old rubbish. A smelly hole filled with rotten furniture and other crap. So, Stet, if I even for a moment doubt your devotion, you'll go straight into that pile of trash. Maybe you'll get to catch up with some old friends. You remember Kendrick, don't you?
I'll schedule the press conference for tomorrow, all right, Jack?
The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going shopping.
They're not taking me out of the police, even if I have suffered a coma. And now you have a new car. We hope it will fulfill all your secret dreams. Now you have new clothes. We hope they'll make you feel like younger. Now you have a new hairstyle. We expect that this luxurious head of hair will easily convince everyone you are a king amongst men. You now have a new attitude. From now on, you are a true warrior, one who will not suffer the idiots who stand in his way. You are independent and self-confident. One last detail is missing. Fashionable sunglasses. They'll give you the final touch to your new image. The image of the peerless tiger. Good morning. How can I help you? Thank you, I get what I need myself. Thank you, I'm used to making decisions without any assistance. Thank you, I know exactly what I want. Thank you, I'm used to making decisions without any assistance. Yellow. Obviously. These glasses make it clear that a lot depends on your decisions you make. I'll have them. Now you have new fashionable sunglasses. May they transform not only your appearance, but how you feel.
No, that would be too much.
Wow, Jack, what's with the outfit? You planning on...
The pit in the backyard, Martin. Always remember about the pit in the backyard.
Don't talk to anyone before the press conference starts. I'll try to get you on stage quickly. Kevin Paulson is here. He wanted to...
Jack! I hardly recognize you. That's quite an image for a man like you. An old dog with a new trick, right? We should see each other more often. How long has it been?
Last time I saw you, I fired you, Kevin.
Ha! You mean the day I resigned in protest over the corruption and lawlessness at your police department, right?
Yeah, repeat that shit often enough, someday you might start believing it.
You know, Jack, I'm glad that everything turned out so well. Unlike you, I've made good use of the past 7 years. My new construction company keeps getting jobs from the city, and we're doing really well. I have a new house. New hobbies, even a new wife. Maybe you've met her. Shelley Rogers.
Oh, Shelley Rogers. So you really are in bed with the mayor.
It's a dream come true. All my dreams have come true. Only one thing remains. To bring order to the Freeburg Police Department.
You being serious, Kevin?
I'm serious as ever, Jack. I'm the most serious man you know.
It's not often you see the past and the future Freeburg police chiefs at the same press conference. I hope you have time to talk, Kevin. There's something we need to discuss. Jack, the reporters are waiting for you.
My retirement plan somehow just got turned into a circus. Fortunately, I'm pretty good at swallowing swords and jumping through burning hoops. They all seem to like it.
Good morning. Mr. Boyd, is that a new hairstyle? Your eyes are playing tricks on you. I've had this haircut for a while now. I guess you just didn't notice. Do you know the person who attacked you? I just need time. I don't remember much about that night, but my doctor says my memory might return. City Hall has yet to give you a definitive answer as to whether you'll be returning to your post. Do you believe Rogers will decide in your favour? Doesn't matter what he says. I'm the damn police chief, and he can damn well get used to it. Do you think what happened to you somehow affected you? Well, I guess. Let's wait a bit and find out. Thank you. Jack Boyd recovers from head injury. Police chief awakens from coma. Jack Boyd unable to name attackers. I think we might be having what some people will refer to as a crisis. The context of that was we were going to see our we were supposed to be going to see our wife, who left us because she cheated on us. But I got a new car, so I don't care. Too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes, you can, you're drunk. Too tired, can I yes, you can. Too tired, yes, you can go home. Yes, you can go home. Oh, looks like everyone's too tired. You know what? No, you're working. No. Too tired, I can hardly walk straight? No. Too tired, I can hardly walk straight? No. I am running this, and I'm going to make sure it happens. Can I go home? Goffy, no, you cannot go home. Where's my Beethoven? They took out my Beethoven. Well, you know what? Nothing says midlife crisis like buying every cassette that exists. I want this. I want this. I want this. Performed by the string quartet. What can I say? Pure classic. Each note of the song touched the strings of my soul. From the first notes, I got goosebumps. Gone for 2 days and the department goes to shit. Exactly. What are they doing? When I listen to this song, I forget to breathe. What? Available on the 2nd of October? I want it now! No! When I listen to this song, it's like someone shattered my heart and then reassembled it from little pieces. Watercolour greys. It's like this music was written about me. October the 2nd? Unbelievable. I'm pre-ordering them all. I'm getting a 15% discount. I don't care anymore. Right. What's this? Back in business? Hell yeah, we are. Put on that cassette. They even didn't clean my table. Cop hunt from Martin Stett, our deputy. Jack, while you were in hospital, a hunt was declared on all cops. It's like all the criminals in the city suddenly went savage. They're cornering officers one by one and beating them to death. Our boys have started refusing to ride on calls alone. When the situation is really bad, even 2 will refuse to go. But we got our SWAT upgrade. Let's make them work more. need more officers. They're going to be exhausted like this. I need more of them. Ah, my shift B will be alright though. I have more cop slots. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've even fired some of my people. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. Can I count? Unclear. Right. You can go on shift B. You can go on shift A. First thing, easy job. Okay, no, we'll do this investigation again another day then, because I need them to be at the actual scene. Oh yeah, I sent them home. Oh well. Vandalism. Passerby saw 3 teenagers setting fire to a parked car, according to an eyewitness. Jesus Christ, this music is loud. Let's lower the volume slightly. There we go. That's not right. That's me. There we go. Passerby saw 2 teenagers setting fire to a parked car. According to an eyewitness, you can still catch them. They're just walking down the street, not even in a hurry. It's probably not them then. We'll send Birch, and we'll send Samadhi. What have they done to my sweet police department? These idiots don't know what they're doing. Ah, fuck. I just sent my my investigators to go do something else. Right. Case. You're off the case. Case. You're not working right now. God damn it. One of these guys will be working today. Hold on. This is how I do it. No, it's not Case. Coleman, you're on the case. You guys, get back on that homicide. Why'd you even come off it? But sir, you told us to. I don't care. Get back on the case. Yeah, we caught those teenagers. Hell yeah. That music didn't last very long. Theft. Everyday mall. A security guard noticed a suspicious group of teenagers hiding things under their jackets as they walked past the checkout. He asked them to stop. The teenagers scattered in all directions. They ran out of the store into the parking lot. The guard called the police and says they couldn't have gotten far. Hello, Lucas. They've ruined my police department, Lucas. I went into a coma. This is what they've done. I've had a midlife crisis. You know what? That song ended too quickly. Let's put on another song. Whiskey Tinged by Wilfred Fortenberry. Damn right. You know what? Maybe I'll even drink whiskey on the job. I'm just that good of a police chief. Reckless endangerment. An unidentified woman says that a strange surgeon is operating without a license from the basement of her house. He hardly looks like a real doctor. He's old, maybe senile, and seems drunk. From the basement of her house. Interesting. We're sending these 2 out. I don't care what guy they're going to bring in to replace me. They're never going to be good enough. Never going to be as good as Jack Boyd. A student couldn't get into his room. It was locked from the inside and he heard muffled cries coming from within. It sounded like someone was raping my girlfriend. Well, that's not good. Let's send 2 people out.
Looks like we have a situation here.
In a dirty basement, teetering old man is digging inside a young man's ripped open stomach. Holy shit. There is an insane man in the basement. Order the man to move slowly away from the patient. What's this city coming to? Holy shit, that guy was in a car accident. It's probably because he was exhausted. Well, shit. You know what? It's fine. There's plenty more people where that came from. Shift A. Oh, I can't hire someone now yet because they're not declared dead. Ripped open stomach. Citizen unharmed. We put him back together again. We're good police. We know what we're doing. The girlfriend was just having a special moment with her new boyfriend. Well, shit. Right, let's send Kingston and Samadi to this one. A nurse reports that she saw an elderly woman cut off her husband's life support system after a car accident left him in a coma for months. I know his case was hopeless, but it's still murder, the greatest sin of all, according to the nurse. The woman has blocked off the entrance to the ward. We are cops. That is illegal. Also, I'm in the wrong place. Let me go over here. I should not be over there. You guys can't see my perfect police staff otherwise. Assault with an offensive weapon. A trucker just called in to say he says his van was stopped on the side of the road and 3 large men got out with shovels. Then somebody fell to the ground out of the back of the van. I think they had his hands tied up. They hit him in the head with one of the shovels and led him into the woods. Alright. You two. Kingston. Oh, I don't want them to die. Bailey can die, I don't care about them. They can go. Damn right. Doing the Lord's justice here. Fuck. Brandy Bailey was killed in a car accident. Looks like the poor bastard was asleep at the wheel. We lost 2 people this shift. What was my deputy doing in the meantime? He exhausted everyone. This isn't my fault. Assault with an offensive weapon. The van is empty, but the engine is still warm. The area is silent and dark. Enter the forest, try not to make any noise. Turn on the flashlight, run into the woods. Wait an ambush near the van. Wait an ambush near the van. Armed robbery. Okay, guys, get back. Get back quicker. 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 I'm not going to have my staff. Okay. I'm not going to have SWAT either. A witness reports that 5 armed men burst into the jewelry store. A series of gunshots followed. Then, a few minutes later, a girl staggered out of the store, bleeding from the stomach. She fell to the pavement unconscious. Oh, okay. You're going to go out. Don't crash your car. Holy shit. One of our detectives died investigating that case. I guess we're going to have to hire a new detective. Please call for backup. Guys, call for backup if you need help. They did. Good. Everyone, out. Go. Also, everyone knows that at 3 o'clock in the morning, time stops. And doesn't proceed until you finish your shift. I know what they're doing. They're stopping the clocks at 3 o'clock, so then they think I finished my day and then they don't have to pay me. That's what's happening. Oh, we found some jewelry. No, we're not bringing it to the mafia. We're bringing it to the police station. We need to do some paperwork for this dead employee. Declare dead. Officially declare this person dead or delay the paperwork. We will declare them dead. We will declare them dead, and we will declare them dead.
Impressive recovery, Mr. Boyd. I'm still not happy about how soon you're back to work. Well, not happy as your doctor. As a resident of Freiburg, I'm immensely grateful for it.
Really?
Just don't tell anyone, or they'll pull my license.
Well, thank you again for coming to see me at night.
Oh, well, whatever you need, Mr. Boyd. Any doctor in this town would come running any hour, day or night, you can believe me. You're not suffering from headaches. It says here that you are taking painkillers after a back injury. But the prescribed dose is enough to...
Dr. Krasinski, you trust me?
And, sorry?
Do you trust me?
In what way, Mr. Boyd?
You think I'm an honest and reasonable man, Doctor?
You're joking, Mr. Boyd. Thanks to you, my wife finally agreed to buy a house here, and we've decided to have children. Thanks to you, I'm not afraid to visit my patients at night. I think you are the most honest and reasonable person in the city, Mr. Boyd.
Great. You see, Dr. Krasinski, I'm an addict.
Mr. Boyd, is...
Well, not a drug addict in the way you might imagine. I'm not some weak-willed junkie. Sometimes I stay clean so long that the tablets stay locked in the barn so long they go past the expiration date. But there are less pleasant stories.
You know what? Let's...
I once took a whole bottle right there in the barn. Passed out in my own vomit. I almost choked. I fought the convulsions, somehow managed to break 4 ribs. For 2 weeks, my chest was so sore I wanted to die. But for those 2 weeks, I kept swallowing pills. Couldn't stop.
If you want, I could...
I once took a dose right before a party at home. My wife Laura had some old friends over from college. I didn't take that many, maybe 5 or 6 pills, but it felt like I'd taken a few hundred. I passed out while I was carrying a tray of drinks. On the way down, I knocked over a set of Laura's scented candles. The house almost burned down. The repairs took a good chunk from our savings.
Mr. Boyd, if you'll allow me, I just...
As you can see, Doctor, I'm well aware of the seriousness of the situation and the possible consequences. But sometimes I need the pills. I don't use the word lightly. Sometimes I've got to work on cases with more energy than I've got. I can't do it without them. And I know you want me doing my job. So tomorrow I want you to come here and bring me some tablets. Lots of tablets. 10 bottles. No, better 15. Yeah, 15 bottles. The next 3 months are going to be extremely difficult, Doc.
I would like to discuss your...
You'll bring the pills, Doctor?
Yes, Mr. Boyd. Yes.
Very good. Look, I don't want to trouble you any further. I bet your family doesn't like you running away with me at night. I bet they'd rather I was still in that coma.
Ruber, Kevin Poulsen, next Freeburg police chief. Mayor Rogers supports Kevin Poulsen as next police chief. I trust my family. Kevin Poulsen prepared to take helm as at FPD. Doesn't matter, I got my cool car. Too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? No. You take my car into the shop. Can you spare me today? No, you got full energy. No, Percy. I drank too much. I don't think I'd hold it together. Can I go home? Yes. Too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? You're not mega tired, so it's fine. Was up all night reading an exciting story called The Last Temptation of Neptune. I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain the killer was a salesman's ghost, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading the book? No, but that detective's intuition will help you. Too tired. Can't walk straight. Yes, you can go home. You're my snitch. Right. New song. Yes, we got another police officer. But first, I need to make sure... Okay, cool, I can't do that. Right. Shift A has been massacred. I'm currently on Shift B, but we need more people for Shift A. 2 more... How many have I got? Yeah, 2 more on Shift A. Shift B is actually really good. So 2 more on Shift A and then another one. Hey. 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 3 detectives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get another detective on shift A. Okay. First away. Straight away. Oh, they're not even here. It's still on the wrong time of day. You know what? Doesn't matter. Best police officer. And Simpson. With SWAT. Oh, hold on. He's probably not there. Living there. Okay, cool. We send the best police officer, we send Simpson, and we send SWAT. It's fine. We'll arrest him. Possible homicide. We get more people on this case. In fact, actually, we're going to get some more people on this case. Wolf, get on it. We are about to have ads, though. We will decide what to do with this homicide in a moment. I'm going to take a quick break. We will be back in a minute. And then when we come back, we will play more This Is the Police. And then, depending on what we've decided with everyone, we may swap over to some Soul Frame for a bit. So I will see you guys in a minute. I return. Everyone go follow everyone. Go do the thing. Ah, I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself? There we go. Where were we? Yes, homicides. Policing. I'm the best police. I am the police. This is the police. Homicide. 2 teenagers were sitting on some steps and smoking. A black man approached and asked for a cigarette. Go ask somebody else, monkey. Jesus Christ. The adolescents responded. The man grew enraged, quickly pulled out a knife and drove it into the chest of one of the teens. According to the other teenager who managed to escape, then he took the cigarette, quickly sat down on the steps and started smoking. Remember, this is a mature game, everyone. And remember, Twitch, that was in quotation marks. I did not say that. Right. Hello, Senna. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Go follow Senna too. Follow all the people. All the shoutouts are happening because the stupid bot was turned on. For this, we will send out several police officers. Go do God's work. Yes, we will. I have a confirmation as well. We will be doing some Soul Frame as well. So halfway through this, about 2 hours in, I will swap over to Soul Frame with Blue and Cetron. Damn right, we caught the guy. The people with the raincoat that I couldn't figure out for so long. Right. Get on the homicide. What have you missed? We had a midlife crisis. We ended up in a coma after trying to see our wife who cheated on us. And we bought a car, we bought some cool shades, and then we threw those shades in the bin because we're just so cool. And I also have more. They've ruined my police department. They got rid of my records, and I now have cassettes. Fire in the brain. Don't I feel that? That's having a migraine every day. Right. Morris Queen heard from a neighbor apartment that a panicked female voice cry out, "Help, I'm being raped. Holy shit." Then according to him, all was quiet for a second. Then I heard something about laundry detergent and bleach. And then some music started playing. Okay, that could be a movie. That could be a movie, though. Right. We have to treat it seriously. Go out. Hell yeah. People, get back. Get back, we have to deal with an assault. Good. An assault at the Transformer Vault. Is that an image of Shadow the Hedgehog? Doesn't that look like Shadow the Hedgehog, or am I crazy? I recognise that Hot Topic-ass wannabe anyway. Electrician Jason Prerit was conducting a regular inspection at a transformer substation. Holy shit, why is it so loud? This music is so loud. There we go, let's turn down the music a little bit. Was conducting a regular inspection at a transformer substation and found a dirty-haired bum who pounced on him like a wild bear. The homeless man bit him, pretty severely, ripping a piece of flesh from his hand. The The electrician was stunned but managed to run away from the substation, leaving the suspect inside. Wow! Sounds like a job for Prado and Simpson. Carjacking! Two teenagers were lying in wait for the paramedics to go for their usual coffee, and then they made off with their ambulance. We literally turned away for less than a minute. Right. We're only sending 2 out this time. We'll send... actually, I want to save the best. We'll send these 2 out. And then we'll send Coachy with Percy later on. I knew it was a TV, they were watching a movie. I knew that. As soon as I heard the call, I was like, that's a movie. Turns out that Mrs. Queen's neighbours had just bought a new TV and watching some horror movies at full volume. Me and Goffy watch a lot of horror movies quite often. I do worry that sometimes people might think that there's murder happening. What? City Hall. It's Cleanliness Day in Freiburg, which will be widely covered by the TV and media. 3 employees from all the city services, including the police, should come out to help clean up. I don't have the staff. Ah. City Hall. What are you doing? Jason Prairie has lost consciousness and he's shaking and convulsing on the ground. There's foam coming from his mouth. Call the exorcist. Call an ambulance. Keep his head elevated and his airways clear. The homeless man is still hiding in the transformer structure. The entrance is smeared with blood. Oh, that wasn't a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog. That was blood. Open the door and order the man to exit the substation. Knock on the door and then step to one side. Shoot at the fuse with your sidearm and run inside. Open the door and order... No, he's going to run out and attack us. Knock on the door and then step to one side. And we caught the kids going around in the ambulance. This song's so chaotic, I will not be playing this song again. They got rid of my goddamn Beethoven. My therapist said they're supposed to calm me down. Massive fight. About a dozen homeless people were sifting through a landfill for valuables and then came across a case with a combination lock. While they were deciding how to split the contents, the group began to fight. A few of them had knives. An eyewitness called the police and reports that some seemed ready to fight to the death. Alright. This sounds like a job for best police officer and some okay police officers, and we'll send the paddy van. And they can call for backup if they need it. See, if City Hall called now, I could have sent some more people out, but they called when we were busy. Goddamn City Hall, you can't trust them. All these bureaucrats. They know what it's like to be a proper police chief. We caught the offenders. Hell yeah. Public indecency. Exotic dancer Marissa Gomez complained about a strange man in a raincoat. One of our rooms can be seen from the street. It's so we can attract customers. Customers, not perverts. This isn't the first time we chase this guy away. He comes all the time wearing a raincoat no matter the weather, and it seems like he's touching himself. Oh, God. Well, send out those 2. Attempted carjacking. A woman called in to complain about a car alarm. This fucking howling woke me up. I have to get up for work tomorrow. I looked out the window and saw a dark figure duck into the alley. I think there's someone trying to steal a car. That'll be enough. That'll be good for Prado, Percy, and Simpson. They can handle that. The man is standing outside the window, pressing his nose against the glass and touching himself under his coat. Join the guy? Fucking hell. Sir, slowly fasten your pants and put your hands behind your head. Grab the man by the arm and throw him into the... Sir, slowly fasten your pants and put your hand behind your head. God damn it. What happened to Freiburg? You go into a coma for 2 days and the worst people come out of the woodworks.
311A in progress.
Fight. Bouncer at nightclub refused entrance to 5 lowlives, hinting that flip-flops and sweatpants will chase off the woman. The lowlives got angry and decided they'd teach the bouncer some manners. A fight ensued. Alright. That'll be enough. That'll be enough.
113A complete.
No one is trying to steal cars. The vehicle's security system is too sensitive and reacts to even the slightest noise. Great. Do we have enough frames for this? We do have enough frames, but that's probably not right. So I'm going to wait and see if we can get some more frames. I could get some more detectives. That is also a valid thing I should probably do. Ugh! We failed a job. By God.
Mr. Boyd, I'm going home. Do you need anything?
Oh, no, don't go. I need to talk to you. I won't keep you long. I just need to make one phone call and I'll be right out, okay?
Of course, Mr. Boyd.
Do you know what time it is?
I didn't mean, well, maybe I did. Guess I'm a son of a bitch.
Jack? Good Lord, Jack, I wanted to talk to you. Was wondering if you'd call. How do you feel?
I'm good, Mrs. Markham. Better than ever. The back pain is gone, the insomnia is gone, my hair is growing back, and my pathological indecisiveness seems to have run off somewhere.
Jack, if you think I had anything to do with that...
I'll waste no more time trying to think, Mrs. Markham. Every second counts. There's a lot to do. And one of those things is finding Laura.
Jack, your tone is scaring me.
Good. Turns out I have a knack for that. Scaring people. So, Mrs. Markham, I'm gonna look for my wife, and if you somehow get in my way, I'll send a special squad to your house. First they'll throw your dog in the fire, then they'll arrest you for prostitution.
What? What the he... Prostitution?
Sometimes it's necessary to invent charges. It's not like I can arrest you for being an unbearable bitch. Emma, I need a detective.
Oh, of course, Mr. Boyd. What shift?
No, not one of ours. A private detective.
Oh.
I know that when your father stole your mother's jewelry and left her, you hired a private investigator. You didn't go to the police.
You know, Mr. Boyd, it was a family problem, and we felt that it would...
I understand perfectly, Emma. You don't need to explain anything. I'm in a similar situation. As you might have heard, my wife left the house. She's missing, you could say.
I'm not sure what you're...
I know you've heard all about it. I want her found, but I don't want the department involved. Same reason you didn't. So I decided to hire your private detective. Think you can arrange it?
Oh, of course, Mr. Boyd. I'll call him and arrange everything. And don't worry, he'll keep it a secret.
Fine. What do you need from me?
Well, just gather all the information that might be useful and put it in an envelope, bring it to me, and I'll take it to him.
Good. Okay, take the day off tomorrow and get a good night's sleep. The day after tomorrow, I'll have that envelope for you.
Gotta do stuff and go grab food. No worries. Crocodile found in the inner city river. Projectionist accidentally plays porn at last Pritchard show. That's a fuck up. That's as a person that's worked in the cinema, that's really difficult to do. Farmer claims government poisoned harvest. Actually, I did do that once. I did accidentally play the wrong horror movie once during a movie, but that's because I was given the wrong horror movie to play, so it was scheduled wrong. So it is possible, but porn? That's an achievement. Windbarger didn't come into work today. Great. I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. No. No. You are working. Right, let's go from the other side. Thought you were about to say you played something pornographic on a big screen. No, I didn't. Dirt cheap. But I did play the wrong horror movie for the wrong thing. I have heard of Insidious being played instead of Inside Out once, but that was a long time ago. And that wasn't at my cinema. From City Hall, for several years we have constantly been pestered by the LGB organisation with its constant whining about gay rights. Recently things have been relatively quiet, but last week 3 high school teenagers were fired under laws banning the promotion of homosexuality among adolescents. These teachers spread LGB brochures among our school children, teaching them tolerance, how dare they! We dismissed them fairly and according to the law, but activists are gathering outside the school, rioting and protest. The children aren't there to learn about men kissing and all the rest of their circus. The participants need to be taught lessons. They'll think twice next time they'll climb out of their holes. Great. That's lovely to know. Well, we got paid by City Hall, and they've asked us to do something, so we're gonna do it, because City Hall asks us to do something, we do it. But we will send them the worst police officers that we have. But we will send the SWAT and the PADI. We can forward an official record. The teachers were actually fired according to local law, barbaric as it is. However, the protesters have right to assemble and express themselves as long as no one is in danger. I have a couple of ideas of how you can cover yourself if things go sideways. Evidence against Deborah Proctor. We could forge an official report of the police car. That's one of our police officers. Car chatter, where one of the officers involved in suppressing the police talk about how his hatred of gays. While discussing news about teachers who were fired, he'll say, even better if we stick them all in a gas chamber. Holy shit. Evidence against the church. We forged a letter complete with a church seal listing secrets that you supposedly shared in the confessional a few years ago. We'll redact it so the prosecutors won't get any compromising information, and we'll add a postscript in which the bishop alleged requires you to punish the sodomites, threatening otherwise to disclose your list of sins. That's about me. I don't want that. I'm sorry. Sometimes as a police chief, you just need to know when people aren't good for the force, and I think Deborah Proctor is not good for the force. What a shame. Threatening phone calls. Olga Paget said there was a second time a man called her on the phone and threatened her, saying he's going to feel led to her whole family. I heard some men laughing in the background, talking about how they can't wait to try out their new machine guns on live targets, said Mrs. Paget. I'm quite a well-known political activist in Freeburg, so the threats could relate to my work. No worries, we'll send 2 of the best people on it. Alright, well I'll send another person. There you go. Right, let's get more... We can't get more people on the other side. Yes, we'll suppress the protest by force, because City Hall has asked us to. And we're still relying on the city force. On the City Hall, even. We are the City Force. Okay, how are we going to time this? Alright, we're going to have to split our forces. Prostitution. Russell Siffer is enraged at the presence of prostitutes along the road on the outskirts of the city. Apparently there was a dozen prostitutes lined up and they're practically throwing themselves at the passing vehicles. Some are exposing their breasts and asses in an attempt to attract customers. Get over here right away and deal with this shamelessness. Schoolgirl Kathleen Campos said that her friend Stacey Peng gave their teacher a greeting card decorated with a heart, and the teacher made an obscene joke and told her to come to his office after school. I pretended that I was leaving, but then I went back to listen at the door. The frightened girl continued. First they were talking quietly, but then there was a commotion and screaming and crying. Alright. This will be our priority. We will send... We'll send these guys here. And then we'll send these ones here. Not particularly. They won't go. Alright, we need someone back. We need someone back. Come back, come back. Okay, we're probably going to miss that call.
417 complete.
Bring them to the police station. We're not getting the Mafia to sell it. Well, no one was hurt, so it's not the end of the world. Where's my music? Store-bought amnesty? Hell yeah. Through the glass doors, you can see a male figure trying to climb on top of a struggling woman. He's thrown onto a couch. The schoolgirl is crying loudly. Knock loudly on the door and order the man to open it. Go get the school's principal. Knock on the door. Get the man to open it. Mass riot. Hysterical young person called in shouting, "Good God, the prophecy has come to pass. Dozens of zombies are roaming the park, just like the movies. Oh my God, vampires, freeburgers, dude, send in the National Guard." Ah, we're not taking that call. Nonsense. Let me guess. The man was frightened by a horror film festival. Damn right he was. Wasting police time. Unacceptable. Unbelievable. Mrs. Casby complains that her neighbours are arguing intensely. They're a young, hot-headed couple and it sounds like they're about to come to blows. Alright. Pair up our good cops. We don't need to send SWAT. SWAT isn't needed. They'll call for backup if they need backup. City prosecution has reason to believe you exceeded your judicial powers today during today's protest. We're calling you in for the office for questioning. Okay. A woman says she was out for an evening jog and she noticed a black guy in a hoodie following behind her. I was able to get away from him, but I'm afraid this bastard is still lurking in the park, waiting for one of the other girls. Alright, well, we'll send 2 people out. We'll send 4 people out, even. That's more than 2. Fun fact, 4 is a bigger number than 2. Look how poor we are. At this rate, I'm going to have to start helping the mafia. No one was crawling. The man was working out to a loud TV. The woman was making a salad, cut her finger rather badly, and was running to the neighbours to call an ambulance. Her husband was only trying to stop the bleeding with a towel.
410A in progress. 1210 complete.
The man in question is a medical student who also runs at night. Can I get people back before this call goes off? Alrighty, don't worry about that Discord notification. That was me, not you. Hurry, there's some guys here who caught a transvestite and deciding to work him over. They stripped off the guy's tights and they're acting like he's going to lynch him. They say they're going to hang him over the bar. Alright. Send some police officers out. We'll send the paddy wagon too. Frames. Let me make myself a way. Where were we? Yes, police. We are them. This is the police. Okay, they called for backup. We may as well send our best people, because we're going to get no more calls tonight. So, we may as well. Nobody crash. I know you're tired. Nobody crash, though. We got him. We got him. End the day. You are tired. Next time you call out, we're gonna let you go out. Police Academy students selling cocaine. Police rescue city from carnival of lust. Police use force during LGB protest.
All the information about Laura, just like you asked.
Mr. Boyd, keep your voice down. Someone could be listening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. It's my first time doing something like this. Here's the envelope. Everything's in there.
Fine. Mr. Boyd, please write for Mr. Fry on this envelope and drop it in the mailbox across the street.
It's a bit quiet, isn't it?
What? I don't want this handled like it's some kind of game.
Mr. Boyd, those are the rules. Now please, lower your voice.
Fine. Okay, Emma. I'll put this envelope in the mailbox across the street, just like you said. Wonder how that damn Mr. Fry is gonna get an envelope out of the mailbox.
Talking to yourself, Mr. Boyd? And we thought we'd have to catch you at the police station. But it turns out Jack Boyd has come down to meet us personally. Do you know why we're here, Mr. Boyd?
I don't even know who you are.
My name is Eugene Chaffee. I'm a businessman. Rather, a restaurateur. Although I usually tell everyone I'm a businessman. Which sounds better? Businessman or restaurateur?
Oh, I think I've heard of you. You have a restaurant and a slaughterhouse. And you serve refried veal steaks.
Well, refried veal steaks isn't my only business, but perhaps it's what I'm best known for. I thought it was time we meet, Mr. Boyd, and my friend here. I believe you're already acquainted. His name is Troy Starr.
Never heard of him. So what do you want, Mr. Chaffee? Looking for a spokesman for your beef products? I recently changed my image and my hair.
Eugene and I really want to help you, Mr. Boyd. Although after our phone call, I've had my doubts. I was making love to my wife, and you called me and told me to fuck myself. That kind of behavior is rude and inappropriate, Mr. Boyd.
I didn't mean to offend you, Mr. Starr. Just thumbing my nose at that prick mayor of ours. You keep making love to your wife, or did I ruin the mood?
There's a nice cafe around the corner. Spare us a couple of minutes of your time, Mr. Boyd. Lately, I've been so busy that I rarely get to sit and relax in such a nice place, and with such interesting company.
Get to the point, Mr. Chaffee. I'm busy too. In fact, I think I hear some teenagers next door robbing and raping an old woman. Maybe she's your aunt.
You see, Mr. Boyd.
Good morning. What do you want?
A big mug of beer.
We don't serve big mugs of beer.
Then a small mug of beer.
We don't have beer in any size glasses. This is a family restaurant. Moms and dads come with small children. I can bring you a lollipop to suck on.
Monica, where's your famous charm? Bring the gentleman a beer. I'm sure you've got a bottle under the counter. Check between the dead cats and the dried heads of your ex-boyfriends. This man, by the way, is your police chief.
Don't be silly. The police chief has a bald spot the size of a toilet seat.
So, as I were...
Oh, I'm sorry, Eugene. It's Rogers. Probably forgot how to wipe his ass.
When you're 82, Troy, you'll probably forget you need to wipe your ass at all. But very well, run along. We can continue without you. So, Mr. Boyd, as you may already know, the official job of my old friend Mr. Starr is to cause trouble for you. But believe me, it's not out of malice. It's to maintain his cover at City Hall. But to somewhat balance out this trouble, I've decided to help you out. Every day, pay close attention to your morning newspaper, Mr. Boyd. You'll find messages hidden among the pages. Simple notes, but make no mistake, the information you'll find there is extremely useful. You see, Troy Starr isn't my only spy. That's it, Mr. Boyd. I told you it would only take a couple of minutes. I wouldn't want to disturb you while you're enjoying your drink. Keep in touch, my dear little cupcake. Oh yes, I'm quite good at puns.
Never imagined what meeting Robespierre would be like. But I certainly didn't figure the first thing he'd do was buy me a drink. Getting them to serve a beer at a family cafe? And this Robespierre has some strange superpowers. Strange, but not entirely useless.
I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? No. My grandfather has epilepsy, and recently the seizures have got worse. They happen more often than they all end in tears. The doctor says he needs a new special drug that I can get out of town. I'm the only one who family who can drive, so I can get out the... Can I go get these drugs today? Percy, you're only 70 stars. Sure. Too tired. I can walk straight. Can I go home? Sure, you're tired. I've got the staff. Careless love. Play that tune. I have my prosecutor office. This person died. This person died. And this person died. Theft. Elderly security guard Robert Childress saw 6 people break through a hole in the fence around a construction yard, climb onto the site and start filling up a cart with bricks. At first the guard was only worried about the stolen building materials, but when the thieves started climbing into the more dangerous constructed areas, he began to fear for their lives. These idiots are going to get themselves killed. You've got to hurry. Alrighty. Let's send some people down. That'll be do. A young man who was just robbed called in a report. He came through the gate with a knife and demanded my wallet. I tried to run, but caught me and pushed me to the ground. In addition to my wallet, he took my watches, shoes, and even my belt. My mother gave that to me. Your mother gave you a belt? What a weird gift. Jack, we've got something going down today at the suburbs at 11:40. Wouldn't any policemen catching the party? I think 1,000 should be enough for a request. No! We don't listen to the mafia. One of the suspects was running around and almost fell down an elevator shaft. He's standing right next to the edge and there's terror in his eyes. Easy, kid, it's a long way down. Step back, push the suspect into the elevator cars. Easy, kid, it's a long way down. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Fantastic. Eleanor Compton went to wash her hands before eating but wandered into the cafe's kitchen by mistake. I looked around and saw several bags of white powder. I know cocaine a mile away. I watched TV. Nah. Not a genuine call. Sounds like... Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, that's not that. Yeah, I think that's a false call. Dead bodies. From question mark, question mark. Mr. Boyd, you don't know me, and I suppose that's just as well. As from what I can do, you probably wouldn't approve, so I won't trouble you with any necessary details and get straight to the point. For one very specific, let's call it an operation, I need 3 dead police officers, 1 female and 2 male. Race and age do not matter. I'll return in a couple of days to collect the bodies. We wouldn't want them starting to decompose. No. Mrs. Compton saw 7 transparent bags packed with ordinary salt and mistook the contents for cocaine. That's not surprising. The man just called in, his voice was high-pitched and he sounded hysterical. Hello police, some kind of beast broke into my apartment and is running over everywhere. God, one bite from this thing and I'm dead, hurry. Okay, we'll send some people out. How's our investigations going? Right, let's have a look at this one. I was talking to Hikaru on the phone literally an hour ago. He was inviting me over to his house. I think that's meant to be. Inviting me over to his house when someone rang the doorbell. Hikaru went to open it and said, "See you," and hung up. When I got there, I saw a big man in the hood of the stairs. Then I opened this apartment with the key Hikaru gave me and found him in a pool of blood. The shot was made at close range, the surrounding skin is burned, and there's traces of powder inside the wound. The angle of the shot is typical for suicide, but it could have been an execution. The face and body show bruising from fist blows. There's plenty of alcohol in his system, all over his robe too. A note written in capital letters with numerous errors. The skinheads beat me up on the way home from work. They hit me with their fists and shout, "Monkeys like me can die." They beat me because I can't fight, because I'm a yellow pussy. I'm tired of all the hate and fear. My shit job in this shit town. I don't want to live. Boss of the deceased, Hikaru seems like a cheerful man who loved his work. Unfortunately, when the Dragon Lairs Club first opened, customers were scarce, so I let the instructor teach part-time. I heard that Hikaru recently fought in some underground fights, the kind where anything goes. He won a decent amount of money, but he didn't like it. He was going to start delivering pizza to make ends meet. I don't like Moto. He liked to drink, and he made a lot of noise in the evenings. Training, he said, so I didn't pay much attention when I heard groans coming from his apartment. Maybe he had a girlfriend. She wasn't threatened. Owen said, "See you." No, I don't think... I think we're being told two different stories here. I don't think this is all the frames. What about the drug sale? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't think we're going to have enough frames for this either. Alright, let's get... Can I get more detectives on this? I can get more detectives on this. Cool. Let's take one of those detectives off. And that will be... We'll take case off. And we'll put case on the case. An unidentified man who was unable to pay at the checkout reacted by killing the cashier, then the security guard, and fled the scene. Get on the case. A large wasp got into the man's house. Joe, we didn't know what you did, but we hope you had a good reason. Don't forget who your friends are. We don't want any more trouble. Don't care. Don't care.
611 in progress.
When you open your investigating regarding double homicide, it'd be better for both of us if you got the whole thing settled by 15... No. No, I don't think I will, actually. I don't think I will be getting people off the case. I think it's in my best interest to continue looking at the case, Mafia.
1111 in progress.
According to an anonymous source, a house registered to Ernest Franklin is being used to produce and store a large quantity of drugs. Mr. Franklin has a record a mile long, including illegal weapons and drugs charges. The last time we had him in here, he just opened fire on some teenagers for climbing into his yard to retrieve a baseball. I need four police officers today. It's very important for my daughter. She's getting married, and I want everything to be perfect. I'm a very powerful businessman. We're taking this kind of success she can't get without making enemies, so no surprises today. I can do without any trouble. Well, I don't have the police officers for you right now. Backup call? Not a backup call. Maintenance worker Betty Sue, whose behaviour Cynthia Johnson complained about, had only whistled at the girl passed by. Yeah, they won't back up. We'll send 2 out. Woman called in, speaking of awestruck praise. I hear from my walls, trumpet of angels, the Lord comes, behold his glory, the television was right. Passerby saw 2 strange men across the street, smashing the windows of Mrs. Sophie's furniture store, then they disappeared inside. Jack, we're going to have a party and we want to trust you with the protection. Let my guys relax and have some drinks and tell your men to keep their butt. No. No, actually, I don't think I will be doing that. Why is the city so full of crime? It is a very crime-busy city. Busy. Crime. Lots of crime happening in this city.
1111 complete.
We will be taking it to the police station. We're not selling it to the mafia. This one's going to go unanswered. No one died.
214 in progress.
That's fine. I don't think that's going to lead to anything.
210 complete.
It wasn't trumpeting angels appearing out of nowhere. It was a musical school student in the next apartment rehearsing on the tuba. Whilst everything went fine, we started off serious all business, but then the pretty girls all wanted to be photographed with us. We ended up being Kate with the newlyweds. It was a great day. They're all drunk, though. Public indecency. The couple ancestors they detained a weird guy who took off his clothes and started molesting girls on the dance floor. Can't pick the city up and haul him off. Well, there's only one person there, but we'll send them. We've got some frames for the double homicide. We've got some frames for the drug sale. We've got some frames for the homicide. It said see you and hung up. Maybe they, maybe they presented themselves like a pizza delivery man. I will come back to this. I will come back to this. Call for backup if you need it. You didn't. Fantastic. Freeburg abandoned drinking fountains, bike ride in city centre, senior citizens at empty pharmacies across. And this. City Hall, thumbs up. Mafia, thumbs down. Police station, thumbs up. And a thumbs down. Birds of a feather flock together. What is this note? Mr. Boyd, how do you relate to people of different sexual orientations? The same as usual? I don't know. It's all nonsense. It's unnatural. The same as usual. People have a right to love who they want. We have information that in your youth you had a fight with a gay man and he even wound up in the hospital, but he didn't have filed charges against you. It wasn't a fight. I wasn't fighting a gay man. I was fighting a drunken loudmouth who attacked me. When he sobered up, he apologized for his behavior. Why did you send the police to the LGB protest? That's my job. If there weren't any police and the police got it, and the people got in a fight and started killing each other, who'd be responsible for that? Mr. Boyd, did you give the order to suppress the protest by force? Blame City Hall. Blame Deborah Proctor. Yes. Blame Deborah Proctor. From listening to patrol call audio recordings, we learned that the officer who initiated the crackdown was an ardent homophobe. Police ran filled with homophobia. Christ icon discovered in foundation of Buddhist temple. Homophobic officer reported for suppressing LGBT protests. Police station, not happy with that. City Hall, happy with that. Watched pot never boils.
What's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack. You should knock.
Don't worry, Martin. I don't care what kind of business you're up to. Although on second thought, scratch that. I'm very interested in your business. In fact, that's why I'm here. You have a lot of connections?
Depends on what you need.
I want to keep my job. I've got another 5 years in me at least. I want to prove my dismissal is illegal. You know someone who can help?
Jack, are you sure you want to get involved in this fight?
Martin, let's not,
Got yourself a new toy?
Oh, you noticed, Martin. Just like a teenager, always on the move. Yeah.
Hello. Is this Mr. Boyd?
Last I checked, who's this? And where did you get my personal number?
When you work at the prosecutor's office, it's not too hard to find someone's phone number.
The prosecutor's office? Just a second. Martin, out. I need to take this.
But Jack, it's my office. Okay, I understand. I'll go grab an ice cream. As for your little problem, Jack, I think we can work something out. Give me a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Jack, what you're asking is...
Yeah, okay, I get it. Now get out already. I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Lana Berman. I'm the deputy prosecutor of Freeburg. Well, one of the deputies. Not even the first deputy, to tell you the truth.
How can I help you, Miss Berman?
I don't know how to say this, Mr. Boyd. You see, Mr. Boyd, I'm in line to be the next prosecutor of Freeburg, and apparently that's happening quite soon.
Soon? Shia Broom was just re-elected for a new term.
Yes, but she'll be resigning in February. She's suffering from a heart condition, so she's chosen a replacement to carry out her term, and she chose me. You have no idea of the scandal, Mr. Boyd. I've only been at the prosecutor's office for half a year, and she chose me. It's incredible.
That really is unbelievable, Miss Berman. But what's it got to do with me?
Well, I understand how this call would seem strange to you, Mr. Boyd, but Mrs. Broom said she said that you have a lot going on, but you're the most honest official in the city. And if I really want to change the city for the better, and I swear that's what I want, then I should meet you.
I'm afraid Mrs. Broom was exaggerating.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Broom is not one to exaggerate. I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, I need to run. Do you mind if I call you later?
Do I mind? Let me think. No, I don't mind, Miss Berman.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
So much going on with Jack Boyd. You're drunk. Go home. Yes, you can go to the funeral, Percy. Blues for Mr. T. Oh, what a shame. We lost a police officer that wasn't amazingly good at their job. Oh well. Please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We're gathering information and familiarising ourselves with the circumstances of the case. Pretty sure your staff is preparing to plot against you. Thank you, Snitch. And I paid them. Leaving the work, Jack called the letter of the Scarecrow with a dagger for its eye, the handle engraved with the letter S. It's interesting, because the Sands aren't in charge anymore. We need another dog. We need another officer. We'll get another person for Shift B? Shift A. Noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became angry and went to scold the truck's driver. A fight soon emerged. Alright. Okay, this is quite loud for me, so I'm going to lower the volume a little bit. Here we go. theft. Jose Mumwan reported a run-in with a pickup at the park. His wallet was stolen along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was that red-haired brat he was rubbing all over me. Right, those two can go out and deal with it. We dealt with the fight. Look at that. 1010. Pride of the police force. Sitting quietly on a bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance is a woman struggling with a young man in the hood shouting and clutching a bag. Keep an eye open for other suspects. The guy in the hoodie notices the police and tries to escape. He stumbles and several wallets and pieces of jewelry come tumbling from his pockets. Shoot the fling man with the taser. It does the job. Fraud. I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr. who told me some wonderful news. It turns out I'm a distant relative of a Nigerian prince who recently died and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay $20,000 in gold bullion to open an account to receive the money, but I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and call in the police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. Sure. This just sounds like a scam. Yep. Get scammed. Phyllis Emery is clearly beside herself. The jerk took out his crooked dick in the middle of a crowded bus and started to poke me with it. God, it was so disgusting I screamed, and several of the men on the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. Alrighty, let's send some police out. Get scammed for the bit. No, I'm running a clean police force here. I will not get scammed for the bit. There is no humour here. City Hall had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their jobs in a timely manner and send those criminals to prison, they can spend their shift cleaning off the wall. Fine, I will send some people out to clean the wall. God damn it, City Hall. Looks like they are done for the day. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road, stopping at every parked car and siphoning off the fuel into the spare tanks he carried him back. The passerby went up to him, but saw the guy had a gun and ran. Okay. We'll send Kochi, Reed, and Simpson. Drug sale. An elderly man called the station in rage. I went over to the drugstore to buy hearing aids and pain reliever, and the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. Probably didn't. But we will send some people out. Probably misunderstanding. He doesn't have his hearing aid in. A armed robbery. An armed man entering a publishing office and demanding a copy of the new novel written by Ian Bukov, which has just gone... Oh, an armed man. Man with gun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I've got no police officers. Suspect has been sighted. He squatted down next to someone's car, one end of the hose in the gas tank, the other on the hose is the suspect vans. Apparently he's trying to siphon fuel. Seeing it close behind him and strike a match to see him better. Take that hose out of your mouth and put your hands up. Take that hose out of your mouth and put your hands up. He sees the police and quickly pulls out a gun from his rear holster. He shoots wildly and miss. Shoot the man. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. We didn't actually kill the man, even though we shot him. There is... The old man has a hearing problem. The pharmacist was explaining that the old man's Vicodin prescription has expired and he mistakenly heard something about cocaine.
Looks like we have a situation here.
The armed robbery. The man fires a shot in the air and yells at the editor, "Better bring me that fucking book right now or you'll be here in tomorrow's obituaries." Wonder if the guy who has missed his shot knew he could hold right click to aim. Probably not. Ask the editor for a second copy of the book. Shoot the criminal with a taser. Shoot the criminal with a taser. Uh-oh. Somebody died. Alarms are coming from the Hells on Wheels motor show. Eyewitnesses report that a group of attackers broke the window, ran inside and stole 6 luxury cars. According to one onlooker, they drove off in the same direction as you should be able to catch them all. Well, unfortunately, we didn't have the police officers to go out because City Hall asked us to do something, so, I'm afraid we didn't have enough people. Sorry about that. Assault with a deadly weapon at the Unicorns of Arcadia Gay Club. During a performance, someone began shouting racist speech at a black singer and then fired several shots of a pistol. The room descended into panic and everyone ran for the exits. Alright. Let's send out this lot with a paddy wagon. A passerby reported seeing a dark sedan speeding through the red light, swerving from side to side. He's got to be drunk or stoned, just thought you'd want to know. Okay, we will send some people out. I'm just going to send the 2 of them out, because the other guys might call for backup. Some new frames for the double homicide. New frames for a drug sale. New frames for the possible homicide. Interesting. Yep, they call for backup. So, we'll send backup. Which is swerving dangerously all over the road. Run the sedan into the curb, following behind it. Stop the engine immediately. The sedan suddenly turns into an underground parking lot. Tell the attendants to block all the exits. What? Well, no one died, which keeps City Hall happy. Pharmaceuticals, bringing them to the police station. These are getting harder. You know, it'd be real easy if we decided to sell a load of stuff to the Mafia, but I'm playing a straight cop. So I'm gonna not do that. We will end the day. And we will leave it today. I am going to go for a little bit for an ad break, and when we come back we will be doing Soul Frame instead. So I will see you all in a little bit.